Yes, hi, this is going to be a very simple tutorial on how to make scenarios. So I won't be doing any of the custom like LUA scripting and the HTML. So I'll put this back to here, like that. So where are we? We are in Wigan Springs Branch Depot on the West Coast Main Line missing link. So first thing to do when you create a scenario is pick a train. So I've gone with 5 Juliet 00 to 634 Springs Branch to Wigan Northwestern empty stock train. So it leaves Springs Branch at 634, Springs Branch at 643, and then Wigan Northwestern at 648. Even though in real time this train actually did leave about 18 minutes early and gets into Wigan 22 minutes early, so we have to reflect that in the scenario just so it's realistic. So create a scenario, we go to the scenario editor, you go here to the scenario markers, and you pick any one of these. So I'm going with the timetable scenario marker. I never made a relay. I don't know what template is for. Standard is for if you want to put it on the workshop. Because the root is not available on Steam, you can't put it on the workshop. So I'm going with timetable. So plug it down, yes, and wait for the scenario to create itself. It might take a while. So a nice picture of a 76 with some coaches and the loading screen. So here we are, the scenario has just loaded back in, I'll put it here. So supply name. So this train leaves at 6:34. Head code is 5 Juliet 00. So going from Springs Branch, so Springs Branch Depot to Wigan Northwestern. What stock will we use? So it says here class, so it's 150, 153, 155, 156. So a sprinter. Hopefully you can see all the text. So let's see what this train is going back out as. So it comes in on platform 2 at 6:26, goes back out to Leeds. So this is definitely a form of a sprinter. So I'm thinking 158. Try description. Think of something. Could I give a description? I'll take an empty class 158 units out of Springs Branch Depot into Wigan Northwestern so it can be used on a service to Leeds. I think in real life this would have been a 195, but 195s don't exist in Chainsaw yet, so I'm using 158. I don't know what day is it. I normally like to put the day in, so the 7th of May, 7/5/2020. So stops. So we go to Springs Branch, just to the top of the depot, and then we're going Northwestern, where the train will end. So date the 7th of May. Author, which is me, and our start location. This is Springs Branch Depot. So it's the 7th of May 2020. You don't have to do all this, but I like to do it anyway. So scenario duration. Some people get really picky about this. So 6:34 gets to 6:48. Even though it's only like 21 reports to 26, so how long will that be? Let's call it about 15 minutes. 15 minutes start time. Now there's no report for when it actually left the stable siding, and it left about 18 minutes early. So timetable to take about 5 minutes. So Springs Branch is literally just outside. So give it a few minutes. So getting it got in at 21, so I'll set the start time to about 6:18. So weather. Okay, I guess I could Google today's weather in Wigan. So Wigan weather. What's the weather like? Clear. So Thursday, clear, cloudy. So I could put it to like cloudy. So it is summer, and I want diesel. So force simple controls, no. Force aspect controls, okay. Force cab camera, it might be useful. And that's it. That's the scenario details. You got stuff in here, like extended weather. Oh, rainbow. But I'm not going to bother with that. So next we need to filter in our trains. So go here, object set filter. Now I want to use the AP class 158. So go here, go to RSC, because this is dependent on the RSC class 159. Go here, class 159 pack 01, tick that, wait for it to filter in, go to AP, go to 158 EP, click on that as well. And there we go, we have our 158 filtered in. Now I have to plonk it somewhere, because I don't know exactly what's in the depot, I'm gonna have to imagine what's there. So plus 158 somewhere in this depot, I'm thinking it's somewhere around here. So I'm looking for the 3-car variant. So 158 Cummins, I'm looking for Northern. So Northern Rail 3-car, Northern Revised 3-car. Like this. So there's our player train. Now put a driver here. You could put it at the other end, but because we're going out the depot, reversing and then going into Wigan, it's better to have it here so you can the driver is facing the right way when we get to our destination. So the number is automatically 158754, formed of 3 coaches. In here, you can change its running number and the destination. So with the 158 manual, you look in there for destinations, and you can either change it to Wigan North Western, not in service, or you can let the player do it. I'm going to let the player do it because it's fun that way. So now we go into here called timetable view. Oh yeah, I like to point the camera upwards just so there's no lag. So go in here, zoom in on the player. So here's our train. So going in here, this is the name of our train. This is the start time. This is player consist. So if that's your train, and I want it to start empty. So this is empty stock. I call this 0. So my way of writing scenarios is that I like to number my trains in order of when I put them in. So player train starts at 0, just like an array in Java. So head code is 5 Juliet 00 Springs branch TMD to Wigan North Western. I'll just put NW. And it's a 158. You can come up with your own kind of naming convention, but I like this one. So press save. Now I want to give it a destination. Our destination is in Wigan North Western, and looking at real-time trains, it comes in on platform 2. So press this. So set destination to platform 2 at Wigan. Now it'll come up with an error. That's because we need to set it to reverse somewhere. So if it reverses in Springs branch, now I just need to find where it would reverse. So it comes out of here. And I guess it would reverse here at Bickershaw Head Shunt because it can't reverse anywhere else. So I can just do this. And now it's fine because it can come out of the depot, reverse there, and then go into Wigan. So what route is this? This is the West Coast Main Line missing link from Alan Thompson's sim. A link to it is in the description. It would help if I put my mouse cursor on. So OBS, properties, capture cursor. Okay. Now you should be able to see my cursor probably. Okay, now I want to give it a very simple pop-up message. So if you're doing like LUI scripting, you would kind of fill this out more, but because this is simple, I'm not going to do it. So it's very standard. Very standard intro. So morning driver, switch cabs. In fact, it would have a spell. Switch cabs here and head to Bickershaw Hedgeshunt. So you can head into Wigan. Fairly simple things. So now the train will start at 6:18. It would reverse into this Hedgeshunt, stop there. So give it a timetable. So looking at real-time trains, Springs Branch arrival at 6:21 and no report leaving. Yeah, this is annoying when this happens because you kind of have to guess. So getting to Wigan North Western at 6:26. So when it was run at the 22. So switch cabs here. Switch cabs here. And head into Wigan North Western. Arriving at the timetable is 6:48. So I normally put up the actual time. So what about AI? How do you figure out what there'd be? I'll get to that in a second. We're just setting up the player train at the moment. So we'll reverse into Bickershaw Hedgeshunt and then come out onto the main line and then into Wigan North Western, checking the path. So Wigan South Junction of the up passenger loop, so this one. And then it would head straight into Wigan North Western, platform number 2. So I want to pick up passengers because this will form a train into Leeds. So this is all for today. Good work this morning. You can put in whatever you want, I'm just being boring. So that's the end of our scenario for our player train. Now to populate it with AI. So go to Springs Branch on real-time trains. Oh, somewhere. How about Wigan South Junction? Wigan South Junction. Put it to actual because this ran in the past. Let's see. So we pass here at 6:46. So a bit earlier than that. 7 o'clock. Yeah, there's not a lot happening. Let's go all day. The thing about quarantine is that there's less services, which makes scenarios a bit more boring. So here we are, 5 Juliet 00. The last one passed at 6:21 from Wigan to Liverpool. So leaves Wigan North Western platform 6 at 6:21 and goes to Liverpool Lime Street, calling at all stations. So it says here passed as a 319. So let's go press 9. Go to the map, zoom in on Wigan North Western, and we go to platform 6. So press Control click. That was our coordinates to Wigan North Western platform 6, and we just teleport there. So this is Wigan North Western. Yeah, this looks really cool, considering I've been here many times. So we need to get in our train. So go here. So to Object Set Filter. So scroll down to AP, so class 319 pack 01. Now that our train is filtered in, we can scroll to where the 309s are. So I want Northern 4-car AC. So plonk it down. Give it a driver so we can actually move. Like that. At this point I would put in a destination. So go to this car because that's the car AP decided to give the destination to. So go to the Armstrong Powerhouse website and get the manual. Because the manual contains all the detonations and such. So go to rolling stock, go to multiple units. So class 309. This one. Scroll down to the manual. Open link a new tab, close that one because we don't need it. And find the destinations if it will cooperate. So what's the destinations? Destinations followed by page 17. Now I need to find the one for the electronic one and northern, and here are the northern liveries. Northern livery detonations. So Liverpool Lime Street is letter B. So put B in there. And when we run the scenario, Liverpool Lime Street should appear there. So going back into here. So this is the first train I put in. So one. So the head code for this train is 2 Charlie 01 from Wigan Northwestern to Liverpool, and it's 209. So that's the stopping passenger. This train leaves here at 6:20 and a quarter, because real-time trains is accurate like that. 6:20 and a quarter, and it will travel down this part. Yeah, doing this requires knowledge of the route itself, or you can just glance at real-time trains and try and figure out where it goes. So it's a lot of problem solving. And put this to the INTS MOS portal, like that. So a fairly simple route. So there's our first AI train. Now for our second AI train. So from Wigan Northwestern to Liverpool. Next one is our train, and then one after that is at 6:37 from Crewe to Courtbridge. 6:37 we will already be in Wigan. So it's very, very quiet. I thought there would be more trains. Manchester to Barrow, Wigan to Liverpool, Springs Branch to Wigan, that's us. Crewe, Basford Hall. Okay, let's go Wigan Station Junction, which is just outside Wigan, which also includes the trains from Walgate. So we are 6:48, so go down here. So that's us. Wigan to Liverpool, Wigan Walgate to Oxford Road, Piccadilly to Barrow-in-Furness. So yeah, that's pretty much the long and short of how you put trains on a route. So there's no more trains because of quarantine and it's very quiet. Now to go and populate Springs Branch Depot, if I could talk. Now because I don't know what's in Springs Branch Depot, I'll have to kind of guess. Now Springs Branch Depot is normally used by Northern, so I assume there's like 195s, 209s and other stuff. So I'll just fill it with the 158s. So let's go down to Northern. If I can find it. FGN. Northern Rail revised 3-car. So just dot these all over the art. Or depot. So these are diesel only, so I can only use diesel stock. What else can I put in here? I can put in some X Northern 158s. So X Northern Rail. And over here, because it is electric, I can just plonk in some 319s. So let's go back up to the top and search for Northern. I could put 2 in here because the siding is long enough. So I'll put 2 319s in there like that. I could put in a 219 over here. I could put in another 319, but not coupled to it. guess I could put in like a 150 if I wanted to. So I'll go 150-2, so I'll go in here. So I'm going to put in the 156 and the 150. I don't know if Wigan actually has 150 and 156s, but I'm going to put them in anyway. So Arriva Rail North 156, even though the Northern franchise is now operated by the DFT. Wait for it to load in. Yeah, it might take a few seconds. There we go. So I could put some things over here. Like I could plonk in a few X Northern 156s. So let's go down to Northern. On the Spirits. On the Spirit. East Anglia, too far. On Northern Rail. So I could put in 156 there, scroll up to the 150s. I could put in an X Northern Rail 150 here as well. Like that, just attach it to it. Another one. Plug it down. Obviously, in your own scenario, you could put in whatever you like, but I'm just putting in some 150s because I can. So Arriva Transwales, no. Arriva Transwales Revised, no. I think it's called Northern Revised or Northern. So scroll down to N. ScotRail, Regional Railways, and Northern. Like that. Yeah, hopefully when the scenario should play, you should get all the branding back. If you don't, you can just rerun the branding patch from the AP website. And there we go, that's our fairly short scenario. Or I could just go into Wigan North Western and put in like a stable train in there, just to make it a bit more interesting. So back in Wigan North Western, I can just plonk in something that I want. So what do I want? So what do I want? I want probably like a 156, like an X Northern one, X Northern Rail. So just plonk in a 156 into platform 3, and there we go. That's our quick little scenario. Oh yeah, I like what they did with the destinations. They took like a real life picture of the destination indicators. And then stuck it on a texture. It's really cool. Now to press play, and we should drive our new scenario. So it's a fairly simple process. It gets more complicated if you want to do like more advanced stuff like LUA scripting with HTML and with all the cinematic cameras. But I think I'll do that tomorrow. I'll have to, or not tomorrow, like a later date, because I kind of need to learn how to use LUA and HTML. Yeah, I think Matt Pendleton, whatever his name is, he's a producer. So you don't want to drive it first of all, so you want to press restart, just to make sure that all the junctions and signals haven't glitched. So wait for it to restart. It might take a while. So check the stream health. Oh, error. That's why I had it in the right resolution. Error. YouTube is not receiving enough video. Shush. I mean, I'm not the best at scenario creation. I don't know literally everything about it. So here we are in our scenario. So morning driver, switch cabs here and head to Bickershaw Head Shunt. You can head into Wigan. So this is cab, so press Control or minus to go to the other cab. So put on the headlights, turn off the tail lights, press the key in, reverse to neutral. DRA off, press 9. So we do have our path to the head shunt. Wait for the GSMR to boot up. I guess we could do our destination. So press 2 to go outside. So press F8 until this gets to not in service. Hello, Chester, Cleveland, Clitheroe, Crewe, Doncaster, Harrogate, Exham, Hitchinport, Huddersfield, Hull, Kirkby, Lancaster, Leeds, Lincoln, Liverpool, Manchester, Oxford Road, Piccadilly, Victoria, Middlesbrough, Morecambe, Newcastle, Nottingham, Preston, Walls Hill, Tortburn, Scarborough, Scunthorpe, Selby, Sheffield, Skipton, Southport, Sunderland, Whitfield, Warrington, Whitby, Whitehaven, Wigan, Windermere, York. Depot, not in service. Special. So not in service. So set up the GSMR. So this is train 5 Juliet 00. Register. 5 Juliet 00. Signal. I don't know. Yeah, put that in. It's fine. So we can now leave. So leaving Springs Branch Depot. So the speed limit is 10 miles an hour. So just coming out the depot, reversing, and then heading into Northwestern. So things like bigger scenarios obviously take a lot longer to make. Like the one I made from Birmingham to Euston, that one took hours and hours and hours, and that was with the reduced timetable because of quarantine. So passenger view, looks pretty good. So has this been kind of useful? Or did I go through it too quickly? So if you wanted to like have priority over another train, I think the hierarchy goes like special trains have priority over express passenger trains, and express passenger trains have priority over light engine. So if two trains came together at a junction, one was special and the other was express passenger, the special train would have priority. Why are there 2 milk bottles there? Approved. Cool. Why are there milk bottles? I'm sure I have everything. When does matter? So hopefully this should be the right place so that our train is past the signal. So reverser to off, that's the key, out. Tail lights on, DRA on. So this cab is now shut down. So move to the other one. That's the key in, reverser to neutral. So switch cabs here and head into Wigan Northwestern, arriving at 6:48. So this event is now cleared, and we're now doing this one. So I'll pick up passengers in Wigan. So we do have a path. So requires to pass a signal at danger approved. You can hit it through a 9 over there. Yeah, but the route, you can just get the route by themselves, and then you can create your own scenarios on top of that, like I do. I mean, I don't have all the scenario requirements, but I do have enough DLC just to make my own scenarios. So there's R319 going out from Wigan to Liverpool. I guess the best time to get DLC for Train Sim is during a sale, because sales are literally your best friend. The limit is 15. So for scenario creation, all you need is an idea and a train. That's it. I mean, you don't have to follow a strict timetable. You can just do whatever you want. But I like realism, so. So we're now out of Springs Branch Depot and heading into Wigan North Western in about a mile's time. Or a mile's distance, because distance is not time. So limit's now 25. Hello, Toby Train. Yeah, just, I think this is towards the end of making a scenario. Are the most common DLC that people use in route creation for the UK? It depends what part of the UK you want to focus on. For example, if it's the West Coast Main Line, you want to get the Pendolino because Pendolinos operate exclusively on the West Coast. But if you want something that goes literally all over the United Kingdom, you could have like a 66, you could get like a Sprinter, like a 156 or 158. Or if you want to like South London, you get the South London network, which comes with a 375. You get the Brighton Main Line, which comes with a 377. There's also a separate DLC, like a 455. So yeah, it depends what part of the UK you want to focus on. Yeah, I've had Train Sim for years, so I have pretty much stock for all over the United Kingdom. So speed limit is going down to 15 as you approach Northwestern. So we have a single yellow coming up where the 50 limit starts. Oh yeah, I was looking around on Amazon and I found I could buy like two 8 gig RAM sticks for about 80 quid. So I think I might get that. I just need to make sure that is compatible with my motherboard. So what's your favourite route in Train Sim? I think mine is either this one or Liverpool to Manchester because it has Manchester in it. So what's your favourite route in Train Sim? So we have a clear shunt signal. So I'm hoping not to hit the buffer stops. Just pulling into this 156 next to us. Hi, I am Jones. Yeah, you kind of missed the scenario creation bit, but I guess you can just watch this back when it ends. So this train will come in at the top of the platform, get the next driver in, and then it will go out to Leeds. So brake to full service, reverser to off, master key out, headlights. Did I drive all the way here with my taillights on? I think I did. Anyways, special. No service. I think this might be like a perfect screenshot time. Yeah, that's a nice screenshot. Congrats on the affiliate. So what does affiliate mean on Twitch? So what does that enable you to do? Because I've never used Twitch. I just use YouTube and Twitter mainly. So this is all for today. Good work this morning. So that is the scenario complete. That's it. So I stopped at 1 of 1 destinations, picked up passengers at 1 out of 1 platforms. So sped once, I sped 3 times, and I drove 1 mile about 3 kilometers. So I don't know what else to do for this. So I'll put it back to the poster scene. Close train sim because I don't really need it. So that's it. I guess I could put in some really calm music or something. A lot of subs and bit donation and some ad revenue. That's cool. So what can I put on that's relaxing? I know. So I think I might just sit here for a bit. Of course, train sim, so hopefully the stream shouldn't buffer at all because it's playing an image. I've also put in the outdoor theme to Luigi's Mansion. And also, I can see chat on my screen, so I don't need my laptop. So that's it, that's how you make a pretty simple scenario. I think next time, the next tutorial, can I have more subs? I told you to go to Subway. So I think the next tutorial will be how to use alleyway scripting and HTML, but I need to kind of figure that out. I did watch a video this morning, but I just need to practice it. Subscribers. Yeah, everybody got subscribed to Southern Transport 466, aka Mr. Spring Smith. Yes, everybody goes up to him. Yeah, can I have a sub as well? Yes, everyone goes up to I Am Trains YT YouTube. Subway is short. I need to get my sandwich somewhere. I think if you go to like Just Eat, search somewhere like your your postal code. Something might come up. Hopefully one of them should be like a sandwich place or sell sandwiches. What the music club on? So this is Evening in the Tavern from The Witcher. I've never played it. I just like the song. So tomorrow's stream, what should it be? We could do like the Isle of Wight. We could... What could we do? We could do the Takala route in 57. I could take Pioneer out of King's Cross. Something different on Twitch. I mean, people get paid $4.99 to subscribe to you, and you get part of that money. So on YouTube is like a follow on Twitch, which is free. Yeah, I think there's something to say. Yeah, on YouTube, if you want to get monetization, you have to have like 1,000 subscribers and like 4,000 hours of watch time in the last year. So yeah, it's a lot harder to get money off YouTube. Right, has anyone else seen that AP announced the class 375 and 377 enhancement pack on Facebook? I've seen it. I can't wait to see what they've done with it. Twitch has targets on viewers and followers to get affiliate to like that. Yeah, I wonder what AP could do into deliveries. Because the TSM5 you could have like southeastern blue, southeastern with the different colours. You could have 377s with southern. You could have it with Thameslink. You could have it with southeastern. You could have the 377 6s and 7s, which are full of 5 coaches. What else could you do? And obviously with the sounds and things, which will be a lot better. I think I also have like a DP simulation scenario where you take like a empty pair of 377s from Streatham Hill Depot into London Bridge. I could do that. I could take a 222 out of King's Cross to Peterborough. I could. What else? I could do like a empty train from Manchester Victoria to Huddersfield. No, Stirling Bridge. So music is it's raining somewhere else from Undertale. Pacer. Where from and where to? We're gonna do a Pacer in. Because what can I do on a Pacer? Aberdeen Defence Hands. I think the thing about subbing on YouTube is that you kind of have to like have people like your content in order for them to subscribe. Because what's the point doing stuff for sub if you're not going to watch your content? How about South Wales Coastal? I think I already did that in a 175 from Swansea to Cardiff. I could do like the other half, like Cardiff to Bristol. I think that's a bit far for a stream. I don't think my PC would like it very much. Like I guess if I did do one, I could do like Cardiff to Bristol in HST. Oh, an 800. Or how about the North Wales coast? Yeah, the North Wales coast from like Holyhead to Crewe. That'll take way too long. Has everyone noticed that this song is like Sans' theme, but slowed down? So Holyhead to Crewe in a Transport for Wales 67 and Mark IVs. Yeah, I guess I could do that. But the thing about the current timetable is that there's only one train running on the North Wales coast from Crewe to Holyhead. It runs once an hour, and that's literally the only train that runs. So the North Wales coast is pretty much dead. So what it does, it goes from Crewe to Llandudno Junction, goes up to Llandudno through Deganwy, comes back to Llandudno Junction, and then to Holyhead, calling out literally every single station. Can you play your phone outro at the end? Oh, you mean Sans' theme? Yeah, I can play Sans' theme. I can do it now. Hey, don't you know how to create a new pal? Turn around and shake my hand, and there's just a whoopee cushion. Why does this music remind you of an 800? So I think the next tutorial will be, I think it was the more advanced part of scenario creation, but like with the LUA scripting and the HTML and the cinematic camera stuff. Okay, who can guess what this song is? How do you feel about adding announcements into scenarios? I need to figure out how to do that. So how do you do it? Is it like some sort of LUA script or something? I think Thompson did probably something like that with Trent Valley 350, but I think the only people who know how to do that well is the devs themselves. So tomorrow's stream I'll have a think about it. So coming up on about an hour. So what to do? I think I might do like the empty train out of Jutland Hill through South London. That seems like a good one. I have tried, however, it didn't work for me. There's a video on YouTube if you search Chance to how to add announcements. Yeah, I'll do that at some point. So I need to try with the AOS scripts, I need to turn off the cameras, I need to figure out announcements. So I think the next scenario should be like one that's very immersive. If I can figure out how to use LUA. I mean, I know how to program computers because I'm like 2/3 of the way through a computer science degree. So I do know how to program, I just need to find out how to do it in LUA. I do have like very small experience with HTML. Yeah, I don't really know that, but I don't really know that much about HTML. Yeah, I'm mainly focused on like C# and Java. I'll ever try doing like a full run from like Liverpool Line Street to Euston in a Pendolino, and hopefully said Pendolino won't decide to glitch out in Milton Keynes again. Maybe if I went the other way from London to Liverpool. So I'm gonna go like Liverpool to Rugby, pause the video for a sec, then load up the Trent Valley, then do Rugby to Stafford, then load up the missing link from like Stafford to Liverpool. When's someone going to make 195 for train sim? Then I can put it on Doncaster Works and take it to scrap line. Why would you scrap a 195? They're new. Yeah, I think isn't someone making like a fully intractable 185 for Trenton? I think it's like Master Key Simulations or something like that. Something like that. To be honest, 195s are better than 150s. I know, yeah, I mean like performance is better than a 150. But the seats, not very. And 195s do have a lot more space than a 150, so they're faster, but 195s are faster, but they're not necessarily more comfortable because they're new, and new trains have awful seats.
Did you think I meant you? That would be funny if it weren't so sad. Well, you have been replaced. I don't need anyone now. When I delete you, maybe I'll stop feeling so bad.
Yeah, I have seen quite a few trains that have been cancelled because of like brake faults or not enough drivers or doors breaking. But the thing about 195s is that they're new, and all new trains have like teething problems, so it's kind of normal. SAF are not very good at manufacturing trains. Every single one recently has issues. What about the Mark V coaches? Are they pretty reliable? Oh wait, no, because when they were new, I did see quite a few 68s come into Victoria and then just head out empty towards Longsight. Let's put this up. So something different. Just resize it. Like that. And there you go. Modifiers are also bad. A year late into service and they have the same door issues. The seat's comfortable. I haven't been on one. When it's equal cycle follow close, you'll be going nowhere. Haven't all the 180 units kind of been fixed now, which is why they're still in service? I prefer the old coaches. Don't the old coaches have like accessibility flaws because they're literally like old? Also, unlike the Mark 1 coaches and Mark 2 coaches made out of wood, so they kind of burn. So they're a giant safety hazard. Yeah, I bought something different. It's I think it's a Acela Express in New York that I took about 2 years ago. Yeah, it's a nice picture. Oh yeah, has anyone been on the Caledonian Sleeper at all? Because if you're trying to go to sleep, why would you show a 92 of all locomotives on the front? Because aren't 92s just like really loud? The 92s are one of the small number of trains that can take the Mark 5s. So which other trains can take a Mark 5? I thought Mark 5s could be like hauled by any locomotive, just like any ordinary coach. Yeah, 73s and like 66s normally take the Caledonian Sleeper like beyond Edinburgh, to like Inverness, Fort William and Aberdeen. Why would a 47 use a Mark 5? I thought they had like 73s and 87s and 86s. So we're coming up about an hour, so I think I might just leave this stream here. So I hope the scenario tutorial was informative. Next time I'll cover how to use UI scripting and HTML and the cinematic camera. So thank you for tuning in. Tonight's video will be some stuff I filmed with Warrington a few years ago. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next stream, which should be tomorrow. Modifiers used on Caledonian Sleeper have donor couplings. I'll look what is with those fitted can couple. Also, because the train is longer, requires a high amount of electric train heating. Has anyone been on a 68? No, but I've seen quite a lot of them. I have Chilton. I think I have seen a Chilton 68 in Marylebone about 5 years ago. I haven't been on a 68. But maybe after lockdown I might go into Liverpool or something like that. Hopefully it will be a 68. Oh yeah, playing my outro song for about 20 seconds. What's harder, Tune Jumble or crosswords?